Oh, hey, what's up, my fire signs or my cross watchers, whoever's here tuning into this little free extended video. This is an extended video. If you have not been to my main channel where there's 30,000 something of y'all over there chilling, go check that out first. This is a free extended of the how are they feeling about you readings that I just did over there. All right, so if you're new to this one, go check out both of them and subscribe. Make sure you're subscribed to all of my little channels, set all your little notification bells, do all those fun little things. So yeah, if you guys want a personal reading, info's in the description box below. I am offering half off all of my readings, including my very expensive year in review special that I'm offering for this month. Got a book by the end of November 30th, though. It is a little Black Friday thank you to my subscribers special. So if you guys want a personal, now would be the best time to do that. All right, so let's take an extended look at your person's energy. If that last video was resonating with you guys. And I will post a link to the videos in the description box below for the originals if you did not catch them. Starting with Aries. Let's get a better look at Aries person. Show me the energy for Aries person. All right. In the center of everything, we have the Two of Wands. Wait, what have I done? That is the center of everything. I wish I could get these on screen better. I am so bad about camera angles, but whatever. Crossing your person right now is the King of Swords. Acting in truth. Living in their truth. Recent past, they have the Hangman in the reverse. Currently on their mind right now, the Four of Cups. Near future energy for them, the Two of Swords in the reverse. In their subconscious energy, we have the Knight of Swords in the reverse. Your person has no clarity whatsoever. I feel like you might be dealing with an air sign. There's so much air energy here, and it's all just not good air energy. Two of Cups in the reverse is in their control. Outside energy is affecting them right now. The Death card. Jesus. Scorpio season was not fun for your person. Their hopes and the fears are the King of Wands. The final outcome here is the Page of Swords. All right. At the bottom of their deck is the Four of Wands. Your person is in agony, all right? This person, like, is fighting commitment, like, to no end. In the center of their reading, they have the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is considering options. It's trying to figure out which direction you want to take something. It's being at a standstill, feeling like really antsy, feeling like you have to do something, feeling like something has got to give. There has to be movement. They're chomping at the bit is like the energy that I feel from them. There's like a real anxiousness with this. It feels like Nine of Swords. What's crossing your person right now is the King of Swords. First of all, it's crossing them that they're being cold towards you. If they're being cold towards you, it's crossing them that they're not showing their emotions. It is crossing them that they are being distant and detached. It's also crossing them that they're not acting in truth. Kings are external energies. Queens are internal energies. The king acts on what the rest of the court decided. Your person, the way that they're acting, the way that they're doing things in a very cold, calculated manner, in a very matter-of-fact way, in a very untruthful way, because this is crossing energy. This is what's messing them up right now. They are not, you know, truthfully acting on anything at the given, you know, moment that I see right here. The bottom of their deck is the Four of Wands, meaning this person, it's time, their guides are like wanting them to settle down, like that they need stability. They're supposed to be attached to something. Marriage is definitely at play here. The 10 of Cups is right after that. The Queen of Pentacles in reverse is right after that. This person can't admit to themselves that the 4 of Wands and the 10 of Cups, that these ideals are possible. They can't even see things that way. They're refusing to see things that way. In the recent past, they got stuck into this Hangman energy in the reverse. If the Hangman is upright, that's somebody who is being forced into a position where they have to sit still and they have to take a harder look at something, where they're forced to see things from somebody else's perspective, where they're forced to take a fresh set of eyes at something, where they're meant to sit and they're suspended from doing anything or moving forward or reaping any rewards or any karma or anything like that. Everything is on pause until they can see the other side. They refuse to see the other side of whatever this is in the recent past. They're in the reverse there. They don't want to see anything the other way. They don't want to take a pause. They don't want to be more careful about this. They don't want to consider options. They don't want to look at your point of view. All right, it's kind of what I feel with that. On their mind right now is the 4 of Cups. What they're trying to do is ignore love altogether. But they're also like very conscious of the fact that they're missing out on an opportunity. That's even more readily apparent because the 2 of Cups is sitting here in the energy that's in their control. That's in the reverse, all right? So it's in their control to accept an offer of love, to accept a soulmate, to be a soulmate, to be a good partner, to show their true feelings, to love. This person does not want to love right now for whatever reason, okay? They've got a lot of 2s here. They have 3 2s. They got the 2 of Wands in the center. They have the 2 of Swords in the reverse in the near future. And they have the 2 of Cups in the reverse in their control. What they don't have is the 2 of Pentacles. That's when you're actually, like, the way the tarot works, all right, there's 4 suits. Swords, what's coming up in their near future, that is thinking. That's mental processing. That's planning. That's strategy. That's all in the mind. What's on their in their heart, like what's going on in here, that's internal conflict. That's spirit. That's like fire energy. That's what's driving you. That's like the gas in the car. And that's getting really anxious and that's getting, very overwhelming. And then what they have here in their control is their emotions and how to process them and how to work through their emotions and what kind of emotions to express. What they don't have, though, is the actual physical, tangible pentacle energy, the 2 of Pentacles, where they're going to consider all of these different options and they're actually going to do something about it. They refuse to actually act on any of the internal conflict that they're having, all right? And they're having a lot of internal conflict. 2s are confusing energies. 2s are like, you don't know what to do with anything. So because they don't know what to do with anything, they're refusing to take any actions whatsoever. They're also being very stubborn. There's a lot of air in this reading, but they feel like an earth sign. They feel very stubborn and very fixed on what it is that they want and the way that they want things to go. They definitely don't like being told what to do, but there's definitely something that's telling them that they're supposed to be settling down right now. The outside energy that they're picking up on from you or whoever is the death energy. Something could have been going on during Scorpio season. They're also feeling like somebody is grieving the loss of them, or they feel like I read art, okay? If you've not been here, hi, I read art. They feel like you pine away for them. They feel like you're grieving their loss. They're feeling like the sun is about to go down on whatever this is. They feel you disconnecting, all right? They feel like something is over here. Because I read the art, that can be a sunset or a sunrise. That could be something, getting over something and entering a new phase. A lot of them feel like you're just sitting there grieving them and acting like things are over and that you're about to throw in the towel. I feel like that's why they're getting in this 2 of Swords in the reverse energy. They're being forced to make a choice here, or they're being forced to see something. Something feels to me right here like they're watching somebody leave, or they're watching somebody exit, or they're watching something fade out. They're watching this candle get snuffed out. Oh, I'm feeling that. They're starting to feel like there's no option here. I just noticed that too. You got that 2 of Wands in the center of everything. Their final outcome here is this Page of Swords, but look what he's holding in his hand. He's got 3 candles that looks like the 3 of Wands. Coming down the stairs, looking like he's about to leave his house. I feel like this person is going to come forward. They're going to speak truth when they do. They're terrified to do that, though. It's showing up in their hopes and their fears is the King of Wands. The King of Wands always knows what he wants. He always goes after it, and he always gets it. He's motivated. He's focused. He's relentless. He's successful. He's passionate. This is something they very much want to be, but that's also something they very much fear. Part of that is because the King of Swords is crossing them. This person is ready to be in a commitment. They show up as two kings. And the Four of Wands at the bottom. They can be in a commitment. They're telling themselves that they can't. Or they act like they can't. Something, again, they have the Page, the Knight, and the King of Swords here. All in energies that are kind of like working against them. The King is crossing them. The Page or the Knight is in the subconscious in the reverse. They feel like they're doing the right thing, or they feel like they're getting their way. It's almost like, it almost reads like Five of Swords energy, like they're manipulating themselves. What they don't want to think about in the back of their mind is that they're not moving in the correct direction, that they have not thought this through, that they don't have a plan, that they, you know, aren't going to be successful. Swords energy is about strategy and it's about planning. The way that they're acting is by not following a good strategy with this King crossing. And in the back of their mind, it's like they know that they're not planning for success. They know that they're moving in a very, you know, iffy way. And they're doing it on purpose. Subconscious energy is what sabotages you, all right? So when this card shows up here, that means they are aware that that energy is there and they're purposely stuffing that energy back and ignoring it. The fact that they are making mistakes, the fact that they are, you know, not planning for success, they know that that's going on right now, and they understand that they're acting, you know, not in a smart way. I always read these two cards together here, like this energy in their control and what's coming up for the near future, as how, you know, whatever this is, them rejecting their feelings or feeling like they're rejected, or, you know, Two of Cups is about feeling like your feelings are hurt. They feel death energy from the outside, and that's hurting their feelings, and that's forcing them to make a choice. Two of Swords energy in the regular tarot, she's usually standing like this with a blindfold on. It's a blindfold of your own choosing, and it's like you're holding these two swords of truth in your hand. Like, you can come out and like live in your truth if you want to. If they would start living in their truth and start acting in truth and start, you know, planning for success and planning for a commitment, starting to see things as, you know, they can be successful, or that I can get a win here. There's a lot of fear holding this person back. I do feel like, I mean, this death card, it just stands out to me. Like, it's all the cards on this table, this one is standing out the most to me. This death energy, you letting them go, it's almost like you do some kind of ritual. It's like when you burn like their old letters or something like that. You do something that makes them feel like you're letting go of them, and that puts them in this energy where they feel like they're forced to come forward and say something. All right, so I guess that's what I got for you guys. If you want more info, book a personal. I have to keep these shorter. This channel is not even monetized, so if that reading was hitting home with you, feel free to send your girl a donation. Info's in the description box below. Let's move on to Leo. All right. All right, my little lions. Let's see what's going on with you and your person. Let's get a better look at their energy. Figure out why they're acting the way that they're acting. Give me Leo's person's energy, please. Show me the energy for Leo's person, please. All right, center of everything for Leo's person is the Queen of Pentacles. All right, I like that energy. That's wifey. What's crossing them? The Two of Wands. That was in the center of Aries reading. So if you're dealing with an Aries or if someone has an Aries placement, you might want to check out that reading. They have Justice in the recent past, upright. And look, it's a bride and a groom on the scale of justice. There's like a groomsman's hat and then like a bride's bouquet. Interesting. On their mind right now is the Eight of Pentacles. Why aren't y'all married though? Coming up, the Nine of Swords. Huh. They feel like you're going to be in another relationship with somebody. The Hierophant in the reverse is in their subconscious. That makes a lot of sense. You might be dealing with a Taurus. The Knight of Wands in the reverse. I'm telling you right now, if this person sees you as somebody else, they're going to lose their shit. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. They do. They see that. They see you running away. This is very similar to Aries energy, but they feel like you're not investing in them anymore. They feel like you're getting away from them. They feel like you're running to the arms of somebody else is what I feel here. The Sun is in their hopes and their fears. I don't read that in reverse because I read it both ways. Why is this person so afraid to be happy? All right, here we go. Page of Cups, final outcome. And why are they saying childish? Two of Cups in the reverse. This, like, Aries and you picked up a lot of the same energy. What's going on with your person right now is they desperately want to be somebody who is committed. They desperately want to be, the wifey, the whatever. Queen of Pentacles is the one that you marry. The King and Queen of Pentacles, those are the two that actually like get married in real life and stick it out. They're the grounded couple. They realized in the past here that they met their match, that they met their equal, that this was justice, that they were getting their justice. All they're thinking about right now is this Eight of Pentacles energy. Eight of Pentacles is about wanting to make things grow and see something come from the effort that you've put in. They're showing you, all right, this is funny because what they're thinking about is the 8, and the way that you're showing up in the outside energy is the 7 in reverse. They want things to go forward. They feel like you're going backwards. They feel like you're withdrawing your energy. There's anxiety coming up for them, okay? And it's because they're not going after what they want here. They're Page of Wands in reverse. They're not speaking their feelings. They're not brave. They're not, they're not blurting things out. They just need to blurt something out. They hold a lot in, a lot. This person has a deep-seated fear of marriage and commitment, especially in the traditional sense. Something about that rubs them the wrong way, and that's something that they don't want to think about. They know what the right thing to do here is, all right, with that Hierophant energy being in their subconscious, but it's in the reverse, so they're not going to do it. They also there's something, I feel like it's ingrained in them since childhood about marriage and long-term commitments, and especially I don't know why church weddings, that really bothers them. But then they have all this coming up in the near future. Look, they see this, I feel like that's you and somebody else. Look at the girl in the back though. This is anxiety. Are you choosing somebody else? And is somebody else getting my man? Woman, whatever, it doesn't matter. They don't know who you're with or who you're talking to. They also see something coming up in the near future that is either going to make them fly off the handle and get really angry, all right? A lot of them see you talking to or conversing with somebody else, or somebody else trying to, come for you, and that sets them off. Their biggest fear and their greatest desire, all right, is the Sun card. The happiest card in the damn tarot. That's what they want the most. They want to be happy. They want everything to come to light. They want to express their feelings. They want to be seen. They want to be noticed. They want that warmth. They want all of that, the joy. Also kids, all right? They might fear having children. Just know that, because that's also a huge fear. Actually being happy, actually, you know, putting everything out there, actually exposing everything. That's terrifying to this person. Your reading is a lot different from Aries reading because your person shows up as 2 pages. Aries person was showing up as 2 kings. Your person is a very, very emotionally stunted. They've experienced a lot of rejection. They just have a very jaded view about love and about things like that. They don't even believe in it, it feels like. But at the center of everything, they're sitting there like the Queen of Pentacles, like they desperately want to be committed, and they are solid and they could commit to you. They're coming like in such a childish energy though, is what bothers me. What is crossing them? The 2 of Wands. They lack fire. They lack motivation. They lack courage. They lack, you know, excitement, all right? The 2 of Wands is about seeing the vast possibilities that are laid out before you. Once you're given that Ace of Wands and you realize that there's this spark, this fire. Think about when man was given fire, like all the shit you can do with fire. Like, oh my God, we can cook with this. Oh my God, this can keep us warm. Oh my God, this is light. That's what the 2 of Wands is, realizing that this great thing, this spark, has so much endless possibilities and potential. And it's overwhelming at first, all right? But then eventually 3, you have got to choose a way to use that spark and do something with it to create something more stable with the 4 of Wands. This person, it crosses them, that 2 of Wands, the potential that this has, the ways that this could go. They overthink it. They it's like they sabotage themselves. They want, the truth of everything is they want to be committed to this, but like then they start thinking about what that looks like and they play out every horrible scenario in their head about how this could go if you guys did this. They're very aware that this is just, that this is justice, that this is something that should grow, that, you know, that this is love, is all there. The Sun and the 2 of Cups and justice are here. That's crazy with the 8 of Pentacles and the Hierophant. The Hierophant's about marriage. What sabotages them is they're afraid to commit for life. This person might have like a very strict religious upbringing where like you cannot get divorced. They're like, if I'm going to marry, I'm marrying forever. And I'm like really fucking sure about who I do that with, because I'm not going to be one of those people that gets divorced, or I'm not going to be in a loveless marriage. This person's not ready for that yet though. Like they need to get a hold of that. They need to get in touch with their feelings and find out why it is that they don't feel like they deserve happiness, or that that's even a possibility. Why they're afraid of their happily ever after, that's a whole issue for like a psychiatrist. I'm just like, oh, Jesus, Leo. Ugh, I can't. So the 2 of Cups in the reverse is there. And after that is the 10 of Pentacles upright, along with the Hermit and Strength. The 6 of Swords in reverse. This person, like, they're so afraid. Like, God, this is insane. I don't know why they have this doom and gloom attitude, or why they feel like it's the end of the world once, like, this person is like, if they put a ring on somebody's finger, they feel like their world is over. Like, oh, well, that was a good run. I'm finally like having to retire. There's like some issue with them where they feel like something comes to an end, or they're having to give up their freedom. They might have been in a very controlling relationship prior to the 2 of you, and that left a bad taste in their mouth. And even when something good comes along, something that does have potential, they treat it like ridiculously, or they just act like an damn fool. I also feel like they might be intimidated by you, Leo. Just wanted to throw that out there. All right, Leos, that's what I got for y'all. If you guys want more info on your person, book a personal reading with your girl. Also, if you didn't check out the original part of this reading, that link is in the description box below for you. With that being said, Leo, we're going to move on to the last of the fire signs, the birthday boys and girls, Sagittarius. All right, Sag, let's get a look at your person's energy. See what is going on with them. Give me a look at Sagittarius's person. Show me their general energy right now. What does Sagittarius need to know about their person? Tell me what is going on for them now. This is the romantic tarot, by the way. Whoa, what are you? Queen of Cups in the reverse. Stopping there. Crossing them, Strength. Cancer and Leo coming out, Scorpio. The Nine of Pentacles in the reverse here. The recent past. On their mind right now, the Knight of Wands. The Hangman coming up here for the near future. That is in the reverse, by the way. The Fool in their subconscious. The Hierophant in their control. Your person is going through it with all these majors. They see outside energy as the Page of Wands. Hopes and Fears, the King of Wands. What the hell? We got the Four of Swords in the reverse for the final outcome. Bottom of the deck is the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. Followed by the Eight of Wands. Communication, major problem with them. Eight of Swords. Knight of Swords in reverse. Knight of Cups in the reverse. They don't know how to say what they feel. The King of Pentacles in the reverse. Three of Swords in reverse. They need to undo something. In the center of everything, there's a lot of animosity and there's a lot of feeling like there's no emotional reciprocity going on here. There's also a very spiteful and vindictive energy about your person. The Queen of Cups in reverse is a manipulative nightmare. She's like the mommy dearest energy. She'll like guilt you into something, or she'll like, you know, play with your feelings. She'll toy with your emotions. The Strength card is crossing this person. They're weak, all right? They act like they're not, but they're weak. This person lacks courage. This person is very insecure. The Queen of Cups in reverse is very insecure, and that's in the center of everything. This person says the opposite of how they feel based out of insecurity. They don't have the strength to talk about how they actually feel about anything. They don't love themselves in the center of everything with that Queen of Cups in the reverse. This person acts completely on instinct. Fight or flight, this person is going to fight every time. This person is very hyper aware that they act stupidly and that they sabotage things and that they purposely get in like bad fool energy, that they don't look before they leap, that they completely just make poor life choices. They always choose like the childish route. They're getting ready to be taught a very severe lesson here. The Hierophant is in their control. When the Hierophant shows up in your control, that means that the time for you to, you know, get some knowledge from your spiritual teachers is upon you. So you better listen and you better learn your lesson. I feel like they don't, all right? Because they're near future, they got Hangman in the reverse. They're refusing to see things a different way. The Hierophant wants to show you something. That's the energy in your control. You're supposed to be learning. You're supposed to be absorbing something. You're supposed to be seeing a new perspective, getting some kind of spiritual wisdom. They're refusing to accept that, or they're refusing to see it that way, or they're refusing to take the lesson. This person is like really afraid to follow their desires and actually say what it is that they want and act on what it is they want. They're not, the Hangman and the Four of Swords, those are both like similar energies, all right? And they have the Hangman in reverse in their near future and the Four of Swords in reverse in their, you know, final outcome. This to me shows that somebody is going to sit there and play the victim. Four of Swords energy, you're sitting there laying down with your eyes closed in the regular tarot and like sleeping on the truth, because all you can think about are the three swords of, you know, betrayal and pain and heartbreak that are hanging over your head. So you'd rather not, you know, do anything than have to deal with any of that. So they just don't deal with their problems. They play the victim a lot. I see that because they don't tell the truth. Page of, you know, Pentacles in the reverse here. They don't say things how it actually is. They either withhold information or they refuse to say everything that needs to be said here. They come from a place of like emotional immaturity and, you know, they probably had a very emotionally manipulative parent or something like that. This person fears, you know, being alone and fears being rejected more than anything in the entire world. So whenever they start feeling that rejection or they start feeling bad, they get super codependent and they start doing super codependent things. That's why we have this Nine of Pentacles here in the recent past in the reverse. This person was not solid and able to stand on their own. Some of them might not have been single. Some of them might still have been attached to somebody else. But this person was also very like overly dependent on other people for their validation. They're one of those people that feels like they're missing their piece, or they, you know, they need their other half. And like, that's just a load of shit. All right. You should not be looking for somebody to plug a, you know, missing piece. I was going to say plug a hole, and then my mind just went to trash. You don't find your missing piece. You find your complementary. You find your pepper shaker to your salt shaker. You don't find the lid to your salt shaker. No, you're a whole entity. They're a whole entity. Then you come together. You're good. This person doesn't feel that way. They feel like they can't function without someone else. And they'll do any and everything, especially guilt trip somebody into trying to make them stay. Something's happening here with this Page of Wands. I don't know what this is. I'm not clarifying these because this is already an extended and like this is free and I'm broke. So there's some kind of outside energy coming in. I don't know if this is somebody else coming to, you know, court this person, or if this is, you know, another person, you know, getting ready to come talk to whoever, you know, you're dealing with. I feel like they get in these connections and they just only get this deep in them. And then they throw these tantrums and they make these, you know, irrational demands, and then they just, you know, run. Because on their mind right now is the Knight of Wands, and then the outside energy is the Page of Wands. Their fear is the King. What they don't have is the Queen. There's no internal processing. They just act. They react. Someone comes at them with the Page of Wands, like spitting a whole bunch of game and like saying a bunch of things that sound exciting. Their immediate thought is the Knight. Let's just run. They really want to, you know, take those actions, but at the same time, they're afraid to take those actions with that King there. Either way, it's like they don't have any kind of internal processing or internal awareness of what it is that they do. They also never say how they really feel. I feel like they just tell people what they want to hear to try to get into these relationships. They don't really want to see things for like the way that they are. They live in like a little fantasy bubble. They lack courage. I don't know how else to explain it. And they've got this Fool card in their subconscious energy. So these two cards here, like the Knight of Wands and the Fool in reverse, in the way that I read, all right, the one at the top, which is the Knight of Wands upright, this is what's going on in their brain on a daily basis, like how they're processing everything that's happening and what kind of mood they're in, like how their motivation is going. The subconscious energy is the thing in the back of their brain that holds them back from doing what they should be doing, or like living in their truth, or like pursuing the correct path. So like the way that they think about moving through life is Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands like jumps from thing to thing to thing to thing to thing. He sees a butterfly and he chases it. He just purely acts on instinct and does whatever in the moment without thinking of any kind of repercussions or if it has any lasting, stability. It's all based on instinct. It's all, based on passion. They're very aware that this is stupid, all right? The Fool in reverse in their subconscious, they're not being like whimsical and, living their best life and taking chances and being excited. They're making stupid decisions and they know it and they refuse to acknowledge that. This person does not want to acknowledge how they act foolishly and they're purposely doing that. They're very aware of it and they're choosing to turn a blind eye to their, missteps and their misjudgments and the fact that they do things in a very reckless way. They're very childish and they lack accountability. Their fear and their hope is to be the king, which means they're not a king. They're not in control of everything. They got all this page energy, fool energy. They don't want to grow up. They don't want to have to, be an adult about something. Being adult means, admitting when you're wrong and accepting your role in something, taking accountability for your shitty actions, not placing the blame or running from your problems. That's their hope and their fear. They don't want to do that. They're also, they have this big fear of missing out energy that comes along with them. They feel like they have to take every opportunity or they have to, react every time something happens. Sometimes the best way to react is to not react. It's like a tit for tat. Like if you hurt them, they're going to hurt you immediately. Or if, you get in an argument, they're immediately going to argue back. They're immediately going to be defensive. They're not going to try to hear anything you say. They're just going to immediately react. It's like they have no independent thinking. It's like all of their, actions are just driven by fear. And this is like a big wound that they have to fix and that they're choosing not to fix. Because fixing this wound, they have to admit that they're not a victim and that they have done things that are toxic and that they are using some kind of past hurt like as a crutch or as an excuse to why they can, have bad behavior. I mean, this person also feels very clingy and very, I don't know. I don't like their energy. They need to work on themselves and love themselves and realize that they don't have to pretend or put on some kind of a facade. I don't know why I feel like this person just lives very superficially. And I don't mean that they focus on material things and stuff like that. I just feel like you only get to know a very small guarded portion of this person, that they don't allow you to see what's beneath. They only show you surface level because they're afraid if they open up and tell you everything, then that's going to lead to that rejection and wash, rinse, repeat. They're going to be hurt again. Weird one. All right, Sag. Happy birthday to you guys. If you guys want a personal reading, hit me up. Half price specials till the end of the month of November. Love y'all. Catch you on the next one. Bye.